Hello everyone! Today I want to talk about foster care. There is such a huge need in foster care right now. It is a crisis. I obviously can't speak for the whole entire world, but where I live, it has been crazy. So many children coming in and nowhere for them to go. If you guys didn't know, we are a foster family. We've been fostering for 6 years now. As we feel God is calling our time to come to a close, we want to make sure we're empowering other people to get them started, to get them following the calling on their heart. And I just felt this tug to tell you that foster care needs you. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. How do you do it? How do you take these kids in and love them like they're your own and then let them go? How do you say goodbye and how, it's hard. It is. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it's easy. It's so hard, but love is hard. And wouldn't you rather hurt than these children hurt? Love hurts, it does, but it's beautiful. These children, they have nowhere to go. If we're willing and if we're able, if we have space, if we have helping hands to reach out, I feel that we need to use those. Maybe God's not calling you to foster care, and that's okay. If you're sitting here right now listening to my voice, I just want you to think about it and pray about it and see if that's what God is asking you to do in this season of your life. And maybe it's not becoming a foster family or a foster parent, but maybe it's getting involved somehow in the community and helping other foster families or helping other foster children. Whatever it may be, you can help. There's a way. So I really encourage you to look into what things are like in your state and how things work like that. It's different all around the world, but if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them. It has been heartbreaking to see over the years, just the struggle just keeps increasing. The capacity of foster families is overflowing. We don't have space anymore to continue to bring children in. So we're having to slow down, we're having to step back, and that is really hard to not be able to help when there's a need and these children have nowhere to go. But yeah, one of the main things we always hear when we're talking to people about foster care is just, I just couldn't do that, you know? But I just feel this tug to tell you that if you could just put aside what you feel you can't do and look at the need and think about the children and think about what God is calling you to do. It doesn't matter what area of life it is. It's never going to be easy, but just because it's hard doesn't mean it's not beautiful and God isn't using you. We go through hard times, we go through trials, but I will tell you, if you are willing and if you are able, God is going to use you. What if you were created for such a time as this? Like I said, this is not for everyone. It's not everyone's calling. It's not what God's going to use everyone to do. But I see the need and I see this platform I have and I want to help. I want to see how I can help. I just want to tell you that foster care needs you. However you can help. If you feel led, if you feel called, please jump in. Don't hesitate, don't hold back, don't let fear get in the way. I know it's not easy. I know it's scary and I know it's hard and I know it hurts. But I can tell you 100% it is worth every hardship, every tear, every heartbreak. It is worth every single second. The way God has used us and our family is incredible. I never thought growing up that I would be in this position to be a foster sister, and I never thought God would entrust me with such a beautiful responsibility and such a beautiful place in life. And you don't have to be qualified. You don't have to feel like you're enough, because guess what? God doesn't choose the qualified. He qualifies the chosen. If you are feeling led to help, but you're not sure what area is right for you, if you're not feeling like becoming a foster parent or a foster family is right, here are some ideas for you and how you can still help the foster community. You can volunteer for different things. There's a lot of different organizations and things that help the foster community. You can be a part of that and you can help them help those people. You can donate things to the foster families in your area, like clothing, toys, anything that they could use for those children that could be a blessing to their families. If you know any foster families, you can be there and encourage them and call them and see how they're doing and make dinner for them. Something. It's hard to be a foster parent, and foster parents need that connection. in that community. It can feel isolating at times. Having those connections with friends means everything. Even if you're not a foster parent yourself, you can still be there for those foster families, even if they can't, you know, tell you all the details about what's going on. You can still be there and support them through it. You can apply for a position within the foster care community somewhere. There are lots of job positions that make foster care happen, that give these children opportunities to go to these families. And even if you do want to do some sort of fostering, but you don't want to commit to anything long-term, you can also do respites where you help other foster families with their foster children while they're going away on a trip or something. You can provide a safe home for those kids, and you can care for them while their foster family is away. And I just urge you to just seek your heart, see what you feel God is calling you to do, and take action and be faithful and trust Him. God has helped us every step of the way. He's provided everything we've needed. Even though we've added many additional little people to our family, God has never left us without what we needed. If you just let go, and if you just let God take a hold of your life, if you let Him lead you, I promise things will be better than you could have ever imagined. And I want that for you, and I want that for these foster children who don't have the kind of life like that I live with my family. You know, that's something we take for granted, but there's children who don't have a place to call home. They don't have a family to feel safe with and supported by and taken care of and loved by. So what can you do? How can you help? How can you bridge the gap? Thank you so much for listening to this video. If you stuck around to the end, I really appreciate you listening to this calling I had on my heart to share this message, and I really hope that it spoke to you. Like I said, if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them as best as I can, and I'll see if I can find any good resources that can help you if you're looking where to get started, and I'll leave those in the description if I am able to find things for you. I just want to use what I have here to empower other people and to help them help these children. So I love you all so much, and I'll see you on my next video.